Hey all, welcome to Parker's Reefs. In today's episode, we're going to pop in on one of my favourite SPS stores in the country, and that's Eastwood Aquarium. And I must point out that this video is brought to you by Reef Revolution. Okay, so as mentioned, I'm in Sydney doing some sales rep work for an Aussie company called Reef Revolution, and I figured, hey, if I'm going to visit all these amazing Sydney local fish shops, I may as well grab an updated video for all you guys at home. So our first stop for the weekend was Eastwood Aquarium, and it's one of my favourites because Sonny and Brett and Sam have some of the best Sps Frags and corals that this country's ever seen. So you get greeted with two incredible display tanks when you first walk in, and this Red Sea tank here is just amazing. In fact, I think it's a Red Sea. We'll come back to that, but it is got an incredible red goney there, just loving life with that designer clown just in there, just lapping it up. And that's about the only piece of coral in that tank. Oh, there's a couple more. There's a couple of hammers there that flow. The rest of it is just high-end SPS, and that Atlantic blue Tang there that's just in its transition phase looks incredible. You see some really nice purple Monty there. There's a lot of congestion whether that's cap or not. To me, that's cap, but I don't want to get in trouble saying it's cap when it's not. Looks like we've got a red dragon frag sitting up there. That'll be cool once that takes off. And let's come along now and we'll check out the fish system. You can see we've got a couple of beautiful angels here. We've got a regal there, nice size. I've totally forgotten the name of the emperor. It's the juvenile emperor. We've got some cardinals there. We've got looks like some domino damsels. A big angry clown in there as well. Yellow Tang. See a tiny little baby lipstick. Beautiful, healthy looking yellow Tang. We've got some absolute baby blue Tangs, which my daughter was super happy to see. We've got some standard Ockies there and some Anthias. Looks like another... we've got a Tang back there. I was going to say Atlantic blue, but it's not. The Anthias look like they could be Bartletts, perhaps. We've got some clowns. We've got purple Tang there. He looks like he's had a little bit of a rough trot, so he's coming good. There's that's definitely an Atlantic blue, I'm fairly sure. Just a little juvenile. Looks like a mimic yellow in there. We've got some more Anthias. They could be Coopers, those ones perhaps. We've got some more damsels here. A tiny little bristle-toothed Tang, a little coal yellow eye Tang. Just such a small size you can see compared to the damsel. He's tiny there. We've got some neon damsels, I think they are, in there with a yellow Tang. And looks like a coral beauty, I think. Some more baby blue Tangs. There's a little, he's outnumbered there, the flame hawk. Let's see what we got down here. We got some more Anthias, some larger blue Tangs, some rabbit fish in this tank. Wow, there's a lot of fish in this tank. We've got some, looks like maybe is that a white-tailed bristle? No, that's a Tamini Tang, I think it is. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. We've got some more Anthias. Over here, this is one of my favorite tanks. This is Sunny's stash tank. So there's a whole heap of frags in here that aren't for sale, but it's absolutely worth running your eye over it. I'm not going to try and call out what some of the frags are because there is a heap in here, but there's some really cool little treasures in there. And check out that designer clown in there. He's got some wicked markings on him, just something special. And you see there, all SPS and frags are not for sale. So don't get your hopes up too much when you look at this tank, but it will give you an indication of what's to come. So you can always ask Sonny that once something's ready to be fragged to pop your name on the list. All right, let's see what else we've got fish-wise. There's the tank with all those rabbit fish. Looks like we've got a bunch of rabbit fish, purple Tang, mimic yellow Tang, potentially a real yellow Tang. What else we got in there? A blonde lipstick. Looks like another Anthea. A couple of varieties of rabbit fish. All sorts happening there, which is pretty cool. We'll come down here. We'll just skip through the stuff that are trying to clean the tanks before I come around with my camera. We've got a huge sow hole in here. It looks like an absolute boss of a tank. I do love those fish, but geez, they just have to be so angry, which is a bit of a shame. But I mean, that's what you get. If you want to be a boss of a fish, you got to act like a boss. All right, let's kick over to what, in my opinion, what Eastwood's known about, and that's this section here of the most unbelievable SPS frags. There's just no shortage of things to pick from here. In fact, you could stand at this tank for a couple of hours and still spot things right at the end that you just didn't see the whole time you were standing there. So I'm not going to try and call out different species or designer names or anything like that. I'll just let you have a look through there. Feel free to pause it if you need to and check out the stuff there. You see a little naked clown there, which is pretty cool. Now, let's have a look at this other display tank. Yes, there's another one. This is the Red Sea Peninsula display tank. It's got this beautiful red and yellow Cinaria down the bottom there, which is really difficult to pick up on camera, but it's I have not seen anything like that before. It's a beautiful piece. And there's a bit more of an LPS display, this one. The other one had a lot more SPS. You can see it's running the Red Sea Reefer LEDs on this tank, which gives a beautiful shimmer and really nice color. Really brings out the color in those LPS pieces very nicely. So if we come across here, we can see there's a special little, he looks like a little wrasse there that's been held on a box, I assume for someone to pick up. And we've got a, looks like a little Watchman goby in there. Some more tangs, got a unicorn there. We've got a gem tang just casually kicking about your frag tank as you do. And yeah, you name it, a whole bunch of more incredible frags. I did drool over this tank a little bit, so I apologise, Sonny, if your salinity dropped from my drool. And let's pop across now to the LPS Frag Tank. Now, you'll notice it goes a bit bluer here, so I'll pop the filter on so you can have a better look at it. Here we go. All right, we're all filtered up now, so hopefully that helps bring out the colours in this tank, because there's a lot of blue LED over this tank, which plays a little bit of buggery with the camera. And you can see, just like the SBS tank, there is a swarm of high-end LPS frags in here. There's some cheaper things as well, but Eastwood's known for their primo gear, and they do not disappoint, particularly in this Recordia section here. You can see some bright Recordia in there, which is amazing. I apologize, I'm scrolling through pretty quick. There's some nice Chalice frags there too. I apologize, I'm scrolling through pretty quick. I know people like me to go a bit slower, but it's very difficult when we've got so much to cover, and I don't want to make this video go for 60 minutes. Particularly when I've already done a video on this store before. I just wanted to give you a quick update, and you cannot have a quick update without having a look at yet another display tank. This one's one of my favorites up the back. It's got some crazy SPS in it. You can see down the front here, it looks like we've got a little blue or perhaps a purple digi. That'll grow out to be something pretty special, so keen to see how that one progresses. And there's a bunch of other named pieces in here. It looks like we've got a pink digi in there. I think there could well be some red dragon in here, some really cool pieces. All right, we'll pop over this way. We've got some live rock there. We've got some gobies. You can see some huge carpet nems in here, which we've got some skunk clowns happily living away in there. Skunk clowns are pretty cool. You don't see them a lot in aquariums. I'm not sure why. Maybe they're aggressive. Someone will probably tell me in the comments down below, but they're a pretty cool looking clown. So here we've got a whole bunch of Duncans. What else we got in there? Some good sized Duncans, quite affordable too. You see a decent colony there for $65 Australian. We can see some Lobos up the back there, some Hammers and Frog Spawns. We've got some Deshies in the front there. Some good size LPS, really ones that will fill out your tank quite quickly. We see some Hammers up the back here. We've got what looks like a Lobo, I think. Oh, sorry, I had to go fast because I had to get around the staff that were trying to serve customers while I'm waving my camera around. See that giant Hammer or Frog Spawn there? That's really nice. We've got some good Euphilia in this tank, plus some Lobos. Nice variety of different coloured Hammers. Now we move on to Acans. You can see some high-end Acans there. We've got some nice leathers up the back there, some more Lobos. Looks like we've got Trackies, there's some Torches, and a frog spawn at the end there, the size of your head. All right, now, just before we go, I'll give a quick pan around, because Eastwood's not just about livestock. They do carry a huge range of dry goods, including the full aquaforest range, a lot of Red Sea gear, some other foods and bits and pieces you may need. You can see the Red Sea skimmer up there and the full aquaforest range. And all this fish system here is powered by this giant Royal exclusive skimmer, which is just churning away there. But that's all I've got for this video, guys. I'm going to just skip on out quickly. I've got a few more stores to bring little quick updated tours for you. So hopefully you'll join me and like the video, subscribe if you want to see those. And yeah, I look forward to bringing the next store soon, guys. And once again, thanks to Reef Revolution for bringing me up to Sydney and making this tour possible. Thanks, guys. Bye.